Hello everyone, Leaners here. Welcome and thanks for watching. You know, when I started this channel, I had made the decision that I would be transparent. Look at all these beautiful flowers. Give you something beautiful to look at while I rattle off at the mouth. And, you know, I show lots of unboxing videos and how happy I am and how beautiful everything is. And, you may have already seen the video of these lovely plants that I got in the mail from the Green Escape. No, they don't pay me. No, I'm not sponsored. This is just kind of beautiful shipments that I get. These were shipped during a polar vortex, freezing sub-zero temperatures, down through the middle of the U.S. My plants usually go up through Colorado or Salt Lake City before they reach the West Coast. It's a 3,000-mile trip. And it doesn't always turn out like this. Nope. Sometimes it turns out like this. Now, I'm going to set the camera down so I can open each bag. And then I want to shut them quickly, but I just want to show you. I don't know if you could see that, but let me get up underneath this. Yeah, that's not helping much better. But there we go. Black mold. These plants not only keeled over and died and dropped every leaf. Yeah, let me get one more. Because this is just really... Here's a bad one. Oh. Here we go. Okay, look at this. See that? Black mold. White mold. There you go. The camera will focus in. And I already sent pictures. I'm going to close that bag. I already sent pictures to the grower. And I don't know if you could see, this is one of the few leaves left, and the whole thing's turning black and moldy as we speak. I've chopped this one way back. That's a marble panatum, and it's just, what a beautiful plant to have to go to that kind of an end. And they did everything right. I bought the shipping insurance, beautifully packed. These things were packed to survive the trip. They were packed to survive. Something happened because these traveled the same route a week earlier, because most of my growers that I buy from are down in Florida. There's a few dotted all over the country and a couple on the West Coast. You know, Florida is 3,000 miles from me. It's a long ways. And I immediately, you know, it was late. They were closed, but I took a lot of photos, sent them to them. They got a hold of me this morning. No problemo. They're sending me out replacements for all of it. One of the reasons I'm doing this video is because I see that some people will go on Google reviews, whether it's that or Facebook or whatever, and they'll say, I bought from this grower and look what I got. Look at these dead plants. Well, I just want to say that they didn't do this. This was happen chance. Mother Nature did this. Even the mail truck. If they're stuck on an interstate with a foot of snow falling around them, all they can do is park and wait it out with the engine running. There's nothing they could have done. And when this was traveling to Colorado through the middle of the country, I saw on the weather map that it was 20 below in that area, and my heart sank. I had a feeling that this was not going to be okay. So this was nobody's fault. That's why you get shipping insurance. And we need to treat these growers better, because they have families just like we do. And sometimes their hard work pays off and you get gorgeous plants from them. But they're all working a 9 to 5, just like the rest of us, trying to feed their families. This is no fault of their own. And to give a greenhouse a bad review because Mother Nature took out their plants isn't fair. I'm not saying that everybody does that, but there are enough people doing it that sometimes it hurts the greenhouse. And the greenhouse can't say, well, it's wintertime and there's a high risk, so we're not going to ship to you. Well, first off, you're not going to get your plants during the winter. You're not going to get them as cheap, because if they can only sell 6 months out of the year, because you know that the plants get killed when it's hot too. I've had boxes arrive that some of the stuff was melted from the heat. And if they're only selling 6 months out of the year, they'd have to charge triple. They would have to charge triple. So if you want your plants affordable, give them a break when stuff like this happens, and just contact them on their message board and say, hey, you know what? Here's some photos. This is what happened. And if you bought the insurance, they'll happily replace your plants. But you need to buy the coverage, you know, because they shouldn't have to eat that loss. But they don't deserve to be torn apart on social media either. And if you contact them, I've never had a single one say, oh, I'm not going to replace it. They've all replaced my plants whenever something happens, whether it was heat or it was ice or cold or whatever, or damaged box. And when things go right, you get to enjoy gorgeous plants like this. And, hold on. This is reality. This is not a perfect choreographed content. But you get to enjoy beautiful plants like this. And I made it clear to them that regardless of whether these plants lived or died, I sent them photos of the mold. And my husband's like, that mold ain't staying in the house. I am not going to try and rehab these plants. Besides, if you look real close, they're just complete mush in there. They're mush, and see that? That's mold. They're moldy, they're mushy, they're frozen, they're destroyed. I think they froze right after the shipment hit the road. That the truck probably got stalled in the snow 2,500 miles away, because it had to have taken a few days or a week for this mold to grow. But these plants are not going to be given a chance. They don't take no chances with mold. Mold is toxic. Don't even mess with it. It's all going into the garbage. Okay? But look, I have these gorgeous, gorgeous plants that just arrived. Look at the variegation on that Penatum. Is she beautiful or what? And this one's Kiwi Delight. And I've got all these other beautiful ones. And I'm going to do a video real soon here showing you what I'm going to be doing with these guys. And I'm going to share the whole process. So anyway, the moral of this video is sometimes you win. Sometimes the plants lose, because they're going to replace them. And there could be worse things in life. And I'm living my best life, so I can't sit around and cry. Schmidt happens, and we need to give everybody a break. It's just part of the process. And I hope you all have a lovely day, and take care. See you in the next video.